Hey, YouTube, what they do? This is the No Pigeon Podcast. We in the Dove Shack. And this your host, Yucca.
What's up?
And before we get into this scientific madness, let's intro our way in. All right, y'all. So we both seen some shit, but we never really watched it yet because we was waiting on y'all. But some crazy shit going on over here in the motherland.
The Great White North, if you would.
The Great Red North.
I mean that. Maybe the Great Blue North. What?
Why that?
Because more of a democratic country.
About to turn to the Great Rainbow North.
Shit, we already there, partner.
So basically, this class of the Addams Family rejects, I guess. Do you see this mother Hulk Hogan looking on the left?
Like, wow. That is something else.
We got Morticia Addams on the far left, right here.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Old man River with the curly beard. Like, I don't even. Okay.
I was gonna say, what's a squid motherfucker on Futurama?
He kind of looks like Father Time, to be honest.
A devil child in the front.
You were saying Zoidberg.
I don't know, man.
Squid motherfucker.
We got a devil child in the front, and then the Asian Stephen Harper right beside on the podium.
And then we got two drag queens in the back, or the trans. I mean, I don't really know. And then like I probably an asexual bald black person in the back wearing a mask. I don't know what that's all about. And then we got a Karen beside them holding the papers. And then a Sharon beside her.
And then a disabled black woman for...
And then old white Bill. I mean, isn't this guy the enemy? He's the oppressor. Why is he here?
That's why he's in the back.
Yeah. Wow.
He's a white male.
What a...
Forget the 8 other white men in the picture.
What a cast of interesting folks.
You know what I mean?
Diversity.
Godly, I can't wait to... Actually, I'm not even going to say it because I'll get me canceled. Let's go.
Let's see.
Serious. The rise of hate and violence facing the 2S LGBTQI+ communities
Yeah, pause. Like how long? Hold on.
What is this rise of hate?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different characters now. It used to be LGB.
Forget all that. Where is this rising hate? I want to know because I haven't seen it. I want to see this rising hate.
Maybe like a rise in mockery of calling out the clown movements. Like, but rise in hate?
It's like you can't even... This is why I can't stand the
left.
left.
There's a lowering of hate, if anything.
This is why I can't stand the left. You can't even question motherfuckers, you know? And there's a lot of people, like moderate type people on YouTube, like, oh yeah, no, it's evil on both sides.
Left, center.
You could at least debate the right.
Why can't
They
we have
welcome debate.
Not even a debate, like just a discussion.
This is on the forefront now. Enough of it. Remember all the motherfuckers that say, oh yeah, it's just radicals or extremists. Nah, this is in the forefront now.
Yeah.
Now what you gonna say? Now are you gonna say something about it? No. Exactly. But let's go.
including the drag artists happening across Ontario and right in the nation has been alarming. There's been a dramatic spike in...
You see Morticia over there nodding his head?
Herm head?
Looking like Paul Bearer on WWF.
Looking like a mix between Undertaker and Cher.
God, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Violence and discrimination targeting the 2S LGBT community. A rise of over 60% between 2019 and 2021.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. That Hulk Hogan on the far left there, like, that is just so disturbing to me. Like, and they trying to normalize that.
That's like a...
they trying to normalize that shit.
That's like a glamorized macho man. Like, what?
Like, look at them.
Different color gloves.
They don't look like people. They look like caricatures. They look like cartoon characters.
Yeah, like this doesn't look real. Like this looks like an SNL skit.
It does, right?
Like, what is this?
And the left is just sit there bold-faced looking at you like, so?
No, this dude.
They gonna bold-face you
this thing, like, with the Hogan mustache, glitter on the face, with the Prince shirt,
they kicking
and a
pimp
Tina
game now.
Turner jacket. Oh, my God.
Bro, they're kicking pimp game now because, like, they're just bold-face in front of your face, just lie to you, and just, like, you got to take it. You can't even question this shit.
supposed to take this seriously. This
some
fat
real-
kid.
And then the left love to talk about 1984. You know what I mean? George Orwell. This is the manifestation. This is what he predicted.
This is ridiculous. This looks like a circus cast. Like
60% between 2019 and 2021, all recorded by Statistics Canada.
Ari, what? So you basing
she's saying it's violent crimes or discrimination against
from 2019
this community is up 60%.
Since when?
2019
to 2020.
Up 60%.
So you're telling me how many months? How many months? So
who is recording these stats?
No, but let's be real. Like, it wasn't a full year. It was probably a couple months, right? 2019 to 2020. So let's say they gave
So what, did it go down in 21 and 22, and that's why we don't include that? Like,
well, like, think about it. In a year,
let me pull that back up. Let me hear the stat again.
But within a year, right? There could be 6 motherfucking attacks, and then all of a sudden it's
There's
up
12.
60%.
Yeah.
This information is also affirmed in anecdotal conversations I've had with so many people from Toronto to Thunder Bay. Literally everywhere in between, we are seeing community members rally, but also they're fearful of what happens next if we don't have protection.
How many motherfuckers in the audience right now on drugs? How much? I mean, in the crew there.
What now? Legal or illegal drugs? Because
All
legal, all of them.
All of them.
Illegal, half of them.
I know these two in the back right here. Oh my God.
The combination,
God.
of prescription pills and illegal narcotics is insane.
I don't get this protect. Like, who's in danger? These motherfuckers are uplifted.
Didn't you hear the stats? 60% up.
60% up.
From the government and law enforcement to take care of them. What we do know is that hate crimes are oftentimes underreported. And even though it is underreported, what I've heard...
How do you know something that's not reported?
Well, anecdotal.
Nonsense.
Heard from our drag communities as well.
And this motherfucker in the back is just smiling hard. Yeah.
Staring at something. Like,
underreported hate crime against me in my community. Smile.
But just because people say, I don't want my kids being exposed to drag story time, that's not a hate crime. And that's not discrimination. That's just personal choice. Like, what the? If
there's such targets, why do you have this child over here ready to be a whole target?
This fat kid too.
Yeah, like, if it's such a big issue, why do you have this kid on display right here to be a new target? It don't make sense. Make it make sense.
Our drag communities as well.
And how much water does this fucking motherfucker need?
2 cups.
One is straight vodka, but.
It has been alarming. I'm just going to list a few of the cities that we know.
God, these holes in my shirt is too much.
Where protests anti-2S LGBT extremists have taken place. They've been targeted in Hamilton, Welland, Fort Erie, Guelph, Kingston, Kitchener, Gravenhurst, Brockville, Peel Region, Elora, Lambton, Sarnia, Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie, North Bay, Pembroke, Pickering, Aurelia.
You just listing cities at this point, like,
oh my!
I'm sorry,
God.
but this is too much.
No, we got to get to the meat of the fucking issue because they're trying to say that like they're trying to have like a certain amount of space, like 50 meters or something like that you can't protest or do nothing. Like we can't even protest no more.
Well, we're gonna have to get.
Now, as the 2S LGBT critic, on what are they going to do to keep this community safe? I've asked them public questions during question period. I've spoken to the ministers in private, trying...
Hold up, I got to say one thing real quick. How much you want to bet the comments are off?
Are they selective comments are on?
I don't know, but never mind, my bad. We need to start a class action lawsuit to protect our children.
Who's in? And that's the top comment? Sick. Like...
Hold up, my bad, y'all. There are already laws in place to protect children from this kind of garbage. They're not being enforced. These children's parents should be charged. Amen.
Exposing minors, yeah, what the fuck?
As an Ontarian, I can't believe that ONT, NDP have nothing else to talk about than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How can you take people serious when they dress like clowns? Amen.
All these comments are like putting this shit down and saying this is whack.
Nobody has the right to define hate speech. If someone gets offended, they do not have the right. That sounds an awful like criminalizing those speaking out against child predators posing as LGBT. Amen.
The trans people I know and have met seem to be their own worst enemies.
For real. That is the realest shit I ever heard. And then Trudeau wonders why no one wants to join the army. Imagine dying for these people. Couldn't be me.
I bet it ain't me.
Drag is an adult sexual entertainment. Canada has always been an open and accepting society, and drag has been performed in nightclub without issue for decades. Stay away from children, and the problem goes away. That's simple. Where's any pro
or positive or on the side of this fucking video?
Oh man, this is killing. You know what I need to see? I need to see how many views this one got. 28,000. Oh, that's why. It ain't that many. If it was in the millions and you ain't see no arguments, let's hear what this motherfucker got to say.
To urge them to take real action, because we need real action to keep our communities safe. Their replies have been consistently vague, unfocused, and ultimately unhelpful. The drag communities are done waiting for this government to take real action.
The drag
in
community
effective
said?
ways.
Yeah.
And
there's like a community of just drag, like
this is mostly seems to be so far the main focus has been about drag.
Why do you have a child there?
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, why
and
are we
this
sexualizing?
is how you know they on drugs, because don't nobody got no shame. How are you not ashamed to be up on stage like that, parading this nonsense?
Looking like clowns.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Oh my! And that's why half of them got masks on, because they don't want to show their face. Or they worried that one of these T's will go, spit some.
Oh my God.
I be wearing masks too.
And so is the Ontario NDP. This is why this afternoon I'll be introducing a new private members bill, co-sponsored by the other NDP Queer Caucus members, MPPs Terence Kernahan, Lise Bourgeois, and Jill Andrews. We are joined here also with MPP caucus members Sarah Jama as well as Chris Glover.
Jama?
This new legislation...
It's a Zara Jama.
This guy's wearing a king cloak? Like, on some regal shit? Like, what?
No, that's because he identifies as a
royalty.
Majestic. Yeah. And this motherfucker on the left identifies as one of those imperial magistrates.
They identify as Morticia and Gomez Adams.
Fuck.
That's a they.
This is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
This is so fucking embarrassing.
I want to hear about this bill. Like,
in Ontario is designed to keep the 2S LGBT community safe. Drag artists, their audiences, the business, and the facilities that host those drag performances have been put at risk. And unless we put forward a strategy, I will go through them. Firstly, it enables the Attorney General to create a 2S LGBTQI+ community safety zone to prohibit...
Just saying that with a straight face.
Like 9 characters. It's ridiculous.
Within 100 meters of the property, any homophobic, transphobic act of intimidation, threat, offensive threats, offensive remarks, protest, disturbance, and distribution of hate propaganda within the meaning of the criminal code. It also comes with it a penalty of 25...
But children welcome.
But the thing is, like, there's...
Everybody gotta go, but children, y'all can come.
If there's a 100-meter... area that you can't say anything offensive.
I used to run track.
That's where we're at.
I used to run track.
100 meter.
100 meters is a distance.
You can't, oh my God, you can't say anything offensive. You can't even be like, hey, nice shoes. Like, in a sarcastic manner, you can go straight to jail. Straight to jail.
Can you at least have fences in the general region?
Like, are we going to, like... mark this off with police tape? Like, what is, like, this is...
I'm not surprised Trudeau would make some kind of, like, prime minister authoritarian rule one time, like a one-time, you know how they have, like, the presidential, he can make that one rule at one time, boom, now we're gonna let this one go. I think Trump put one of them, right?
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if Trudeau did it for some stupid shit like this.
Oh, my God.
But these motherfuckers all got a straight face. I mean, except for them. They got some gay faces, but like, I mean, they got some straight faces.
Like, so we don't have the right to well, we can protest, but not within 100 meters? Like, this is crazy. Like...
Well, yeah, this is basically...
This is getting out of control in Canada. Okay, what else I got to say? I want to say she, because I know that they are a they.
They all bunch of dams.
I don't know what the rest of them, but I know the speaker, this Chinese them, is a they.
How dare you identify her as Chinese?
Oh, my bad.
I'm not Chinese. I'm Korean.
Oriental.
Oh, man.
$5,000 if prosecuted successfully.
$1,000 fine.
Secondly, the act creates an Ontario 2S LGBT.
And that $1,000 will go directly to the LGBTQI plus SSL community. Like, you already know.
Yeah.
They're so predictable.
LGBTQI plus Safety Advisory Committee to provide recommendations to the provincial government on how to improve safety for our community and to prevent further hate. We need to be able to have the government publish an annual report.
Prevent hate.
Yeah, if you got hate in your heart, like
Imagine
let it out.
Imagine the concept of trying to prevent hatred.
That's like going to cause more hatred.
I hate mustard. They're like, how are you going to?
No, you're not allowed to hate mustard. At least not within 100 meters of this.
How you going? Yeah, like how you?
Because I identify as mustard. Oh my God!
And an update on the progress of this work. It is that critically important.
Apart from the glamorous, dazzling, and wacky characters I play on television or in venues around the world, I also deal with the very real struggles of homophobia, hate crimes, and acts of purposeful intent to
HIV.
intimidate and now disqualify who I am as a person and what I do as a job.
You disqualified yourself. You won't even take a whole motherfucking pronouns. Like, how you going? Are you a man? I am not a man. So you just disqualified yourself. You disqualified your whole identity.
You look like a man.
He look like a man. I mean, I wouldn't say that. It looked like something else, but
You
not a
look
woman, not a
like
man.
a clown.
I'm not a woman. I'm not a man. I am something that you never understand. You know, Prince.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
I never beat you. I never. Yeah.
Jesus.
I contacted Kristen Wontam's office where I met with them and Marit Stiles to discuss these horrifying bills that are being passed around the United States and how it is rapidly starting to affect our communities right here in our backyards.
How's that? How are laws in the South affecting you?
In your backyards.
This motherfucker probably live in Hastings. Probably don't got no backyard, but whatever.
No, the Pickering.
These threats and intimidation tactics are very real and happening all around us to people we love and care about. Even in recent weeks, I myself have been victim to hate crimes and hate speech. I'm a professional drag queen who loves what I do more than anything in the entire world.
You love
Dicks.
dancing. You love dancing more than like just
Poppers.
in women's clothes more than anything in the world. What does that say about you? What does that say about your priorities? Godly.
World. Drag is all about spreading love and acceptance and allows people to feel empowered and special. Drag artists and trans people have an inherent right to live freely and authentically in their truth. Everyone wants and deserves to feel safe and valued in their work. That is why these recent acts of organized protests and hate speech need to be halted and condemned immediately. Queer businesses are failing due to these acts of hate. Windows are being smashed. Property is being damaged. Queer families are being targeted. Our allies.
What the fuck is a queer family?
I got 2 moms.
Like man, woman, and child. Yeah, who gave birth to them to that child?
A birthing person.
Oh man.
You
What about
believe this bigot?
What about a coming person?
Listen.
Are you coming or going?
Listen, men have periods too.
Oh my God! I look homeless. Look at this shit. I probably live on Hastings. Should I change my shirt? Should I go change my shirt?
I mean, probably after this video.
I like the whole Dirt McGirt look. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you are an old dirty bastard.
Amen. But this is.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess it just sounds like it's an Ontario thing. Luckily,
Imagine trying to explain this to my Somali mom. She understands Kanese, like she understands gay, but all this other stuff, like, oh my gosh.
No, imagine trying to explain to her 9 different characters.
No, my mother is so. My
2
mother is so blunt.
LGBT.
No, but my mother is so.
QI+.
My mother is so blunt. If one of these things,
She would say, "Why are you gay?"
essentially, yes. No, she was just like. She would look her dead in the face and be like, "You Nina Manak, you a man or a woman? Why? How?"
Oh my God, man.
She'd be making faces too.
But like I said,
my mom's
luckily I
fucked.
think this is just an Ontario thing for now.
My mom is not fucked. My mom is actually very blunt and normal. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, like
sound
the
crazy
majority of the world. You know what I mean? And like America's one way, but Canada's even worse, man. This is getting out of control.
But the majority of the world is bigots.
I'm scared because my daughter's going to be going to school next year, and like, holy shit, man.
I don't even got kids yet, but I'm scared for those kids I don't got yet. Like, what am I gonna do? I don't want to fucking have a home school. I want these motherfuckers out the house.
Like, I almost want her to go to like a Catholic school, even though I'm not Catholic.
You don't want that.
It might be better.
Them Catholic schoolgirls, you don't want that. I mean, she gonna be straight, but she ain't gonna be.
Maybe Catholic school till like middle school or junior high or something like that, and then the regular public. I don't know, man. Like,
fuck that. I'm raising my kids in a synagogue school, one of them rabbi schools.
Anyways,
my kid gonna have yarmulkes and shit, right?
Welcome to Canada, the land of the clowns. Like,
we gonna check y'all later. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace.